Hello and welcome to Zagreb. Zagreb is the capital of Croatia and also the biggest city. Here you can see the Zagreb's main square, and from here you will start your Zagreb hike tour. Rarely can you go hiking from the capital city's main square. Even rarer is a capital city with a nature park within the city limits. Well, Zagreb has it all. If you visit Zagreb, you must find time to do the Zagreb hike. If you join us, we will guide you on one of 3 different Zagreb hikes. Each hike covers the same highlights and places, but the direction and distance differ. So do you want to hike up or down? The most demanding one is to hike up from the main square to the summit. It is a bit more than 15 kilometers or over 9 miles with more than 1,000 meters or 3,300 feet of elevation to hike the original Zagreb hike. If you are an avid hiker or you have to prove yourself something, our recommendation is to do the original Zagreb hike and hike all the way up. After you reach the summit, enjoy the vistas and relax completely in the forest of the nature park. Your guide will take you on the cable car and safely return to the starting point on the main square. If you need more than this, we will happily craft a custom tour just for you and take you up and down the mountain. A little less demanding is the Zagreb Hike Reverse Tour. As the name says, instead of hiking up, your guide will take you by cable car to the mountain summit, and then you will walk down to the main square. This one is tricky as you still have to cover a bit more than 15 kilometers or over 9 miles going down the hill. Still, it is a great accomplishment to walk down the mountain through the nature park, forests, city parks, and streets all the way to the Croatian capital's main square. If more than 15 kilometers or over 9 miles is a bit too long for you, or you are not in the mood to do such a long walk, you can always select the Zagreb Hike and Taste Tour. On the Zagreb Hike and Taste Tour, you will climb up with the cable car and walk down half the distance of other Zagreb hike tours. You will then reach one fine restaurant and enjoy the real Zagreb vibe and the finest of Zagreb's signature dishes. After this, your guide will board you on the mountain bus and take you to the main square. So you can hike up or walk down. If you walk down, you can walk the full distance or walk half the distance and have a decent meal. All Zagreb hikes start and end on the main square, and all Zagreb hike tours are guided. On all Zagreb hike tours, you will use the scenic cable car, climb the overlooking TV tower viewpoint on the mountain summit, visit the medieval Witch Queen Castle, walk the nature park, and hear the tale of a city and its mountain. Let's talk about the terrain you will walk on. You will cross over paved parts, cobblestone roads, wooden bridges, dirt, rocks, and gravel. After rain, there could be mud. During winter or in early spring, there could be ice and snow. In summer, it can be hot and humid. When the wind blows, it could be windy. If aliens arrive, it could be scary. In order to cope with all listed risks and to avoid injuries or sickness, we recommend trekking shoes, preferably waterproof. You can take both hiking boots or running shoes on this tour, but trekking shoes will do the task best. If you need ankle support, please wear shoes that will provide ankle support. There are no technically demanding hiking parts where ropes, helmets, or ice axes are required. Still, a good grip is essential, as nature park forest paths, gravel walkways, and wooden bridges could become tricky places to walk if your shoe soles are slick. Upon booking, you will be asked if you need trekking poles. For more stability on trails, we can provide you with trekking poles, which we always recommend using on trails of the nature park. Also, in case of snow or ice, our guides will provide you with crampons for your shoes to ensure more traction on slippery surfaces. Besides waterproof shoes, we also recommend having a waterproof jacket, as sometimes the weather can change swiftly and bring rainfall. In case you forgot to take a rain jacket with you, our guides will always have a few spare raincoats in their super sacks. In a nutshell, be ready to spend several hours in the forest on the mountain. To conclude this introduction to Zagreb hikes, let's meet your guides. For small groups, there is one guide, and for larger groups, there will be more guides. Your guide holds the Croatian Mountain Rescue Service certificate and a guiding license. They will navigate the maze of more than 70 forest trails, of which only one connects main square to the mountain summit. Guides will carry a first aid kit and, in case of severe injuries or conditions, can accurately navigate Croatian mountain rescue service teams to the location where that person is. To avoid injuries or collapse, your guide will warn you of possible risks on the trail, set an easygoing pace, and find spots for breaks during the hike. Also, guides will carry water and snacks so you are well hydrated and energized. If all goes well, they can even tell you a story or two about the mountain and the city. To learn more about Zagreb Hike or to compare the tours, visit zagrebhike.com or send us an email at heiko@zagrebhike.com. And don't forget that when you are in Zagreb, do the Zagreb Hike.